In the heart of Bangkok, a city that never sleeps, whispers of a creature linger in the shadows, a being known as the Mothman. They say it roams the night, a figure that resembles a man, but with enormous wings and piercing red eyes that glimmer in the dark. On cool evenings, when the wind howls through the alleyways, I can feel the tension in the air, a sense of dread that clings to the skin like a ghostly touch. The stories, passed down from generation to generation, speak of his ominous presence, foretelling disaster, an omen that strikes fear into the hearts of those who dare to venture out too late at night. Krap? I remember the first time I heard the tale from my friend Niran. We were huddled in a dimly lit corner of a street food stall, the smell of grilled meat mingling with the aroma of herbs. He glanced around nervously before leaning in closer, almost in a whisper, as if the Mothman could hear us. Niran told me of a young couple who had gone missing after a night of laughter and love by the river. Their last sighting was near a bridge where the Mothman was rumored to appear, a chilling warning that echoed in my mind long after the conversation ended. Krap? The night grew darker, and the bustling streets of Bangkok transformed into a labyrinth of shadows. I found myself walking home alone, the echo of my footsteps resonating against the cold pavement. A sudden chill swept through me, and I couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching. The air was thick with humidity, yet I felt a strange coldness enveloping me, as if the presence of the Mothman loomed closer. I quickened my pace, the stories intertwining with the reality of the night. Krap? As I approached the old bridge, I remembered Niran's words about the flickering lights and the strange sounds. With each step, my heart raced, pounding against my chest like a drum. The wind picked up, rustling the leaves above me, and I could hear it. An unsettling rustling, not unlike the sound of wings flapping in the distance. I stopped in my tracks, the hairs on my neck standing on end as the temperature dropped even further. The urban sounds faded, leaving only the eerie silence that accompanied me. Krap? Suddenly, I saw a shadow dart across the moonlit sky, a large figure silhouetted against the stars. My breath caught in my throat as I squinted into the darkness, the image of the Mothman forming in my mind. A nightmare come to life. It glided effortlessly, its wings spanning wide and powerful, while its glowing red eyes bore down on me with an intensity that made my heart drop. An inexplicable fear seized me, leaving no room for rational thought, only the instinct to flee. Cup? With adrenaline surging through my veins, I turned on my heels and ran, the cold air burning my lungs as I sprinted toward the safety of the crowded streets. I could still feel its gaze upon me, like a predator stalking its prey. As I dashed past neon lights and laughing faces, the world around me blurred, but the image of the Mothman remained seared in my mind. Each breath was a desperate reminder of the danger that lurked just beyond the reach of human understanding. Krap? The next day, I sought out Niran, my mind racing with questions and fears. He listened intently as I recounted my terrifying encounter, his expression shifting from disbelief to concern. "You should never have gone near that bridge at night," he warned, his voice heavy with the weight of old tales. "The Mothman appears to those who disturb the balance. It foretells of calamity, not just for the individual, but for the whole city." His words struck me like a thunderbolt, my skin crawling with the implications. Krap? Days turned into weeks, but the image of the Mothman haunted my dreams. I often awoke in a cold sweat, the sound of its wings echoing in my ears. I avoided the bridge, the very thought of it sending chills down my spine. But the stories persisted. Reports of strange sightings and missing persons began to circulate in whispers among the city dwellers. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was somehow part of a greater narrative, a web spun by the legend of the Mothman. Krap? One evening, while scrolling through social media, I stumbled upon a group dedicated to the Mothman phenomenon. They shared photographs, eerie videos, and personal accounts that sent shivers down my spine. I felt compelled to share my own experience, the fear bubbling to the surface as I typed each word. Instantly, I was met with replies, some supportive, others skeptical, but a few echoed my sentiments, claiming they too had seen the creature. The weight of a shared fear was heavy, yet strangely comforting. Krap?